we are coming on air with breaking news. As the conflict in the Middle East takes a dramatic and dangerous turn in a significant escalation, Iran has launched a wave of drone and missile attacks, targeting several of its Gulf neighbors, drawing a swift international response and plunging the region into deeper uncertainty. Kuwait, the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, and Bahrain have all reported intercepting Iranian projectiles overnight. This marks a major expansion of the conflict, which until now had largely been contained between Iran and Israel. The attacks have triggered air defense systems across the Arabian Peninsula and tragically resulted in civilian casualties. In Bahrain, the situation is particularly grim. A residential building in the capital Manama was struck by a projectile. Authorities have confirmed that a 29-year-old woman was killed in the attack, and at least 8 other people were injured. The incident has sent shockwaves through the island nation. As a direct result, Bahrain has completely closed its airspace. All flights operated by the national carrier, Gulf Air, had been temporarily suspended, leaving thousands of travelers stranded and underscoring the severe disruption to daily life. Meanwhile, other Gulf states were also targeted. Kuwait's Ministry of Defense confirmed that its air defense forces successfully intercepted and destroyed 6 drones that had entered its airspace. In the United Arab Emirates, air defense systems were activated to engage multiple incoming threats, neutralizing them before they could reach their intended targets. The skies over the UAE lit up as interceptor missiles were launched, a scene that has become alarmingly frequent in the region. To the west, Saudi Arabia's military also reported action. The Royal Saudi Air Defense Forces intercepted and destroyed at least 1 hostile drone east of the Al-Kharj, which lies southeast of the capital, Riyadh. This interception highlights the widespread nature of the Iranian assault, spanning hundreds of miles across the peninsula. The international response has been immediate and reflects the gravity of the situation. The United States State Department has issued a significant directive, ordering all non-essential American diplomats and their families to leave Saudi Arabia. This move signals a clear assessment by Washington of a heightened and imminent threat to its personnel in the kingdom. Other allies are also mobilizing. Australia has announced it will deploy a P-8A Poseidon military surveillance aircraft to the region to enhance monitoring capabilities. More. Canberra will be sending a shipment of advanced missiles to the United Arab Emirates to help bolster its defensive stockpiles. However, Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese was quick to clarify the limits of this support, confirming that his country would not be committing any ground troops, emphasizing a desire to avoid direct combat involvement. The ripple effects of these attacks are being felt far beyond the immediate blast zones. The aviation industry is facing unprecedented disruption, with multiple countries, including Bahrain, closing or heavily restricting their airspace. Major regional and international airlines are being forced to reroute or cancel flights. This is creating logistical chaos, impacting global travel and supply chains that depend heavily on Middle Eastern air corridors. The economic consequences of this prolonged disruption could be substantial. This coordinated assault on 4 separate Gulf nations represents the most significant widening of the conflict to date. It transforms a bilateral confrontation into a multi-front regional crisis with unpredictable consequences. The key questions now are how these Gulf states and their international partners will respond, and whether this dangerous escalation can be contained before it spirals into a much larger, more devastating war. We will continue to monitor this developing story closely and bring you the latest updates as they become available. For now, the entire region holds its breath, bracing for what might come next in these incredibly tense and volatile times. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for further reports.